Shalom to the elect of Israel. Gotta give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming at you with another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Now this is a short clip. It's a 2-minute clip of an Edomite, a 17-year-old Edomite, who said that he got problems with being white. Okay? He is suing his parents for him being born white. So I'm going to play this clip.
MOA 17-year-old is undertaking one of the most controversial lawsuits of the history of the country as he is suing his own biological parents for being born white. Anthony Dwight, 17, claims he has suffered his whole life from the shame of being born white. When I was a kid, I'd spend hours in the shower trying to wash off the white of my skin, but it would never go away, he recalls painfully. Isn't there enough white people on this planet already? Haven't we inflicted enough suffering, racism and oppression in this world? He asked reporters. His parents admit they were completely in shock when they learned their son had hired a lawyer against them. We just want to end this nonsense and we want him to come back home. We love you whatever the color of your skin, pleaded his mother on camera. White guilt. The young man's lawyer, Robert Hoffman, claims his client has suffered severe psychological distress, symptoms of depression and suicidal tendencies because of what he called the burden of white privilege. My client did not choose to live this kind of life. Why would he have to carry the burden of hundreds of years of slavery and racism all because his parents had the selfish desire to bring another white child in this world, he told the judge. Because of the level of psychological distress of my client, we ask that his parents pay for all necessary expenses to change his racial status, including skin coloring treatments, he added. Anthony Dwight, who plans to change his name to Jamal Freeman, is asking that his parents pay for the $20,000 skin coloring treatment he needs to turn his skin color to dark black, he told reporters. His lawyer argued in court that $20,000 is a low price to pay to positively change this young man's life, considering the suicidal tendencies of his client and the profound feeling of shame and despair his client has faced since his birth.
Okay. You got Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Hey, man. These Edomites say he's suing his parents because he was born white, man. Said he spent hours in the shower, man, trying to wash away his leprosy skin, man. Hey, this is crazy, man. Hey, but it's beautiful though. So this is Numbers chapter 12, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. So you got Edomite suing his parents because he was born white, man. Okay. So this is Numbers chapter 12, verse 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly. He said, lay not the sin upon us, but we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. So listen, man, it is a sin to have leprous pigment, man, okay? No melanin, nothing, man. No pigmentation, man, okay? It's a sin to look leprous, man. To be what we say a leprous dog, man. Okay? Hey, even Cain said, when you go to Genesis, because a lot of people don't understand this, Genesis chapter 4 and verse 13, it say, and Cain said unto the Lord Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any find of him should kill him. Okay? So, what's the mark that the Lord set upon Cain, man? Cain would be considered as the first so-called white man. Okay? He would be the first Edomite. Because he took his pigment from him. You got people talking about, oh, the mark, well, he put an X on him. No, man. Cain say, the mark that you put upon me, the punishment that you is greater than I can bear. If any man see me, they will slay me. Why would somebody want to slay Cain if he had an X upon his head? No, man. Okay? It's a video going through YouTube right now, man, that this little African girl seen an albino girl and she was flipping out, man. Okay? Because Cain was telling the Lord, listen, any man see me with no pigment, man, they're going to kill me. Because if it's a bunch of dark-skinned peoples in a land and you see a little leprous albino running through the land, what you going to do, man? You're going to chase after them and kill them, man. And they say that in Job, man. Job said they were driven forth from among men. They chased after them as a thief, man. Okay? So listen, man. It's a sin, according to the law, to have lepers, man. To be a leprous person, man. To have that pigment on you is a curse, man. So you got this little Edomite Jake said he don't want to be white, man. Okay? He don't want to be white. So Jeremiah 16 and verse 19, and it reads, O Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no pleasure. So you got this 17-year-old complaining, man, because he know that he have inherited lies, man. Okay? He know that he have inherited lies, and he know that having no pigment, no melanin in the skin, man, that is a curse, man. And that's the spirit, man. Okay? That's the spirit of the Lord, man. And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 41 and verse 7. And it reads, the children will complain of ungodly fathers, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Okay? Ecclesiasticus chapter 41 verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Okay? So that's why this jit saying he tried to wash his white off him, man, in the shower, spending hours, man. Because why would they complain of an ungodly father, man? Because they knew, like Jeremiah 16:19 say, that our father have inherited lies, man, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit, man. Because these Edomites know, man, okay, when they hear this truth, man, they know for a fact that they got to pay for what their forefathers did, man. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay? So they got to pay for everything that they have done, man. They got to pay for that, man. And when you go to verse 22, it says, "For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, host," talking about the Edomites, "and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah." So, this is prophecy playing out, man. These Edomites know that they are finished, man. Okay, they are going to be destroyed for what their forefathers did, man. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. What's the iniquity of their fathers, man? Let's read some of them. This is Exodus 21:16. And it reads, "And he that stealeth a man and sells him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death," man. Okay? This is what they did, man. They stole us, okay? They stole us. The Arabs and these Africans, these Hamites, grabbed us up and sold us to Esau Edom, man. Okay, he stole us, man. That's why they all have taken part in this, man. Now this is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15. "For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head." That's why these children will complain of ungodly fathers, man. Because they have to inherit the iniquity of their fathers, man. Okay? They got to go through the punishment, the judgment that their forefathers had put upon their head, man. We had to go through it, so it's their turn, man. Okay? Now, when you go to Lamentation, I'm going to read that. Lamentation 4:21, and it reads, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom," I mean, you Edomites, you so-called white people, "that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion," meaning the 12 tribes of Israel. "He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy sins, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." This is talking about Yahweh, where Yahweh Shai have discovered your sins. They've been watching you for a long time, man. Okay, the Lord say that Proverbs 15:3 said, "The eyes of the Lord are upon all the evil and the wicked, all the evil and the good," man. Okay? And you Edomites, you thought that the Lord was all together like you, man. Okay? Now if I'm going to read that, this is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 20. And it reads, Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thy slanderers thy own mother's son." And it's talking about Esau, Edom, slandering Jacob, man. Okay? You have been slandering Jacob since the death of Isaac, man. Okay? It reads, "These things hast thou done, and I kept silent." This is what the Lord telling Esau. I kept silent. He said, Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. So you thought the Lord was like you because he never did nothing for what y'all been doing to the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians since y'all had rulership, man. Okay? You're rape, robbing, and murdering, and pillaging, castrating, okay? Feeding our baby to gators, hangings, okay? All type of manner of wickedness you have done to the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. And you thought the Lord was all together like you, man. Okay? Again, "These things has thou done, and I kept silent. That thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee," meaning you Edomites, "your punishment shall fall upon your own head, and set them in order before thine eyes." And he's talking about setting the elect of Israel in order before thine eyes. That's why I tell you in Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 that they shall stand in great boldness. Okay, before them that have afflicted them, man. Okay? The Lord has sent us in great boldness before you demons, man. You heathens. So now this is happening, man, on a large scale, man. Okay, you got so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, West Indian Haitians waking up, man, all around the world, man. And you Edomites is in terrible fear, man. This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. It says, whose possessors slay them, meaning you Edomites, okay, and hold themselves not guilty. How do you not hold yourselves guilty? And you the one that rape, rob, murder, and pillage the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians, man. You Edomites did this. So it say, Zechariah 11 and 5, who possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them. Now I tell you in Joel that you sold us on auction blocks. Everybody know that you sold so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians on auction blocks, man. Okay? That's how you built Wall Street. That's how you built this great America, okay? North America, man. And all around the world, man. This is how y'all establish y'all kingdoms, you Edomites, man. Okay? Through selling slaves on auction blocks, man. You have cast lots for the Lord's people, man. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. And that's what you did, man. Sold us on auction blocks and hold yourself not guilty, man. Okay? But guess what? You got to pay for that, man. The Lord said you will pay for what you have done, man. Okay? You will pay for that, man. This is Revelation 18 and verse I might start at 4. So Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. And it said the same thing in Jeremiah 51. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Shah have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she have filled to her double. And it's talking about you Edomites, man. Okay? And all other heathen nations that join together with you through confederacy, man. Through council. Okay? Because they tell you in Proverbs 15 and 22 and Proverbs 20 and 18 that through your councils, man, you make war, man. Okay? And without a council, man, you don't do nothing. So you establish everything you do, all wickedness, through council, man. This is Jeremiah. And the same thing it said in Revelation 18. It said the same thing in Jeremiah 51. It's Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquities. For this is the time of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Now when you go down to back to Jeremiah 16, right? Because he's about to render to her a recompense. Jeremiah 16 in verse 18. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, meaning the land of Israel. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. And one of them is talking about they got kosher pig over there, man. Okay? These Amalekites, man, the Khazari Empire, Amalek, okay, the so-called Jews, these Edomites, which is their biblical nationality, okay, you have defiled the land, man. The Lord say in Zechariah that bastards shall dwell in Ashdod, man. And that's you Edomites, okay, you leprous dogs, man. Now this is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. And it reads, because the Lord is recompensing you now, man, with opioid crisis. You're dying 400-500, you down a day on opioids and fentanyl. Okay, you got another 200-300 down off suicide and OD, man. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which prosecuted thee. And who prosecuted the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, Haitians? You Edomites, man. You so-called white people. Okay, you Edomites. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33, and it reads, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, the children of Yasha'Allah and the children of Yahweh were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. So you're going to pay for what you did, man. You will pay for this, man. Okay? You will man. This is Nahum chapter 1, verse 9, and it reads, What do you imagine against Yahweh Yahweh Shah? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up a second time. That's what the Lord said. They shall not carry you into captivity no more, man. In Lamentation chapter 4, verse 22. They shall no more carry you away again. Okay? You Edomites, man. This is Isaiah 51 and 23. And it reads, start at 22. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Thus saith the Lord, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. I'm talking about so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitians, man. Okay? Our iniquity is accomplished, man. But I will put it in the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the streets to them that went over. So guess what, man? He said, that ain't going to happen no more, man. Okay? Now it's time for you Edomites to pay your recompense, which is double, man. Double to you, okay? You will be destroyed, man. And the Lord said, by the hand of his people Israel, shall he recompense you, man. Now this is Job 18 and 11. And it reads, Job 18 and 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Okay? That's talking about you Edomites, man. Terror shall make you afraid on every side, man, because the Lord is finna come at you from all four corners of the earth, man. Okay? Ezekiel 25:14 said, by the hand of my people Israel. Okay? And they shall do to Edom by the Lord's anger, man. Okay? You Edomites about to be destroyed, man. You Edomites finna be destroyed, man. Okay? Through the power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, you Edomites is finna reap what you sowed, man. Okay? Galatians 6 and 7 tell you that, man. You're going to reap what you sow. Colossians chapter 3 verse 25 tell you the same thing. Revelation 13 and 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword, man. Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 16, man. You will pay back, man. Double, man. Okay? The cup is finna go to you, Esau, Edom. It's your turn now, okay? The punishment of Israel iniquity is accomplished, man. Now it's the time to go to you Edomites, man. And you're going to reap what you sowed, man. Thus saith Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, man. So with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. I'm going to play this one more time.
St. Louis, MOA 17-year-old is undertaking one of the most controversial lawsuits of the history of the country as he is suing his own biological parents for being born white. Anthony
that's
White,
beautiful, man.
17, claims he has suffered his whole life from the shame of being born white. When I was a kid, I'd spend hours in the shower trying to wash off the white of my skin, but it would never go away, he recalls painfully. Isn't there enough white people on this planet already? Haven't we inflicted enough suffering, racism and oppression in this world? He asked reporters. His parents admit they were completely in shock when they learned their son had hired a lawyer against them. We just want to end this nonsense and we want him to come back home. We love you whatever the color of your skin, pleaded his mother on camera. White guilt. The young man's lawyer, Robert Hoffman, claims his client has suffered severe psychological distress, symptoms of depression and suicidal tendencies because of what he called the burden of white privilege. My client did not choose to live this kind of life. Why would he have to carry the burden of hundreds of years of slavery and racism all because his parents had the selfish desire to bring another white child in this world, he told the judge. Because of the level of psychological distress of my client, we ask that his parents pay for all necessary expenses to change his racial status, including skin coloring treatments, he added. Anthony White, who plans to change his name to Jamal Freeman, is asking that his parents pay for the $20,000 skin coloring treatment he needs to turn his skin color to dark black, he told reporters. His lawyer argued in court that $20,000 is a low price to pay to positively change this young man's life, considering the suicidal tendencies of his client and the profound feeling of shame and despair his client has faced since his birth.
Amen. So now, this young Edomite is suing his parents, man, because he was born white. So this is Job 18 and verse 19. I'm going to start at 18. Job 18:18. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. That's what the Lord say in Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O first daughter of Babylon. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not, man. Meaning you're going to be no more, man. Okay? Everything about you Edomites, man, the Lord have revealed everything to his elect, man. Okay? Everything about you Edomites has been uncovered, man. Your secret is out. You so-called white people, you are the Edomites, and the Lord hates you, man. And you will be destroyed, man. Okay? I'm going to close with this. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. And it reads, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua have spoken it," man. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Hey, shalom to the elect. Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Ak and preaching this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopefully elect. Shalom.